First off, what is a home health aide? Home health aides provide personal care for patients who need assistance for a variety of reasons, including illness, advanced age, disability, or cognitive impairment. Home health aides may work with patients as part of a hospice care program also. A typical day for a home health aide can vary greatly depending on the type of patient and condition being treated. Home health aides may help with any personal care tasks such as bathing, eating, moving, or going to the bathroom. Home health aides may also travel with the patient to assist with errands, such as doctor appointments, grocery shopping, picking up medications, or if the patient is unable to leave the home health aide may run these errands for the patient. They may also even assist with light housekeeping duties such as cooking, cleaning, or laundry. Additionally, home health aides may help with monitoring vital signs, assisting with taking medications, and other very basic medical tasks. Perhaps one of the most important duties of a home health care aide is to provide emotional support to the patient and his or her family. Because aides spend large amounts of time with an individual, they are often the first to notice problems or serious changes in a patient's condition. The aide is then responsible for conveying the patient's needs to other medical or psychological professionals when warranted. A home healthcare aide should always ensure the patient maintains the maximum amount of independence and privacy possible. Where do home aides work? Home health aides may work for an agency or directly for a patient's family. Either way, the home health aide typically works in a patient's home that may be equipped with some basic medical equipment. Some home health aides work at residential care facilities. The job is often physically demanding due to the nature of the work, moving patients and cleaning, and other physical tasks. Some home health aides may work with multiple patients for a few hours per day or per week, while others may work their full week with one patient, depending on the needs of the patient or the agency. Sometimes weekend or evening work may be required as well. Many times, a home health aide can also be a health coach, taking on additional roles in the overall health of the patient. This requires a bit more training, but it is a growing trend in home care. And home care workers need to take care of themselves, as they're exposed to many on-the-job hazards, and they're exposed to a variety of serious or even life-threatening hazards. These dangers include overexertion, stress, guns and other weapons, illegal drugs, verbal abuse and other forms of violence in the home or community, bloodborne pathogens, needle sticks, latex sensitivity, temperature extremes, unhygienic conditions, including lack of water, unclean or hostile animals, and animal waste. Long commutes from worksite to worksite also expose the home healthcare worker to transportation-related risks. Who is a home health aide? More than 3/4 of home health aides want to become a nurse. A higher percentage of female aides than male aides are aides because they wanted to become a nurse. The percentage of aides with at least a high school diploma or GED is more than 90%. Home health aides are on the front line each day improving the lives and care of patients. With advanced training and education, they can provide enhanced levels of support to clients in their homes. Many stay in their role for years, but may move from one agency to another or go from part-time to full-time. For the home health aides that advanced into other medical-related careers, they tend to head into medical assistant, certified nurse assistant, or registered nurse. More than 1/2 of home health aides are white, while a little more than 2/3 of aides are black, and most are women. Why be a home health aide? Consider the benefits of a career in home health care. The privilege of making a difference. A career in home health care allows you to truly make a difference in the lives of clients and their families. Home health professionals enjoy the personal relationships they build and the sense of accomplishment that comes with knowing they are enhancing an individual's quality of life. The ease of a flexible schedule. Home health care nurses and aides work as much or as little as they want, making a career in home health perfect for compassionate people at any stage of life. Whether you're pursuing your education, raising a family, returning to the workforce, or you're semi-retired, Home health offers rewarding part-time and full-time job opportunities to fit any schedule 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The comfort of companionship for those who need it. Studies have shown that socially isolated older adults often feel lonely and depressed, are less physically active, and may be subject to high blood pressure. Home healthcare professionals can provide social interaction and companionship. The specific health benefits of such meaningful relationships can include lower blood pressure, reduced risk for mental health issues, and reduced risk for Alzheimer's disease, cardiovascular problems, and other conditions. Both clients and caregivers cite the personal rewards of these important relationships. The opportunity to make life more manageable for clients of all ages. Most of us take our ability to manage activities of daily living for granted, but for those who have disabilities or injuries and aging adults, daily tasks such as grooming, bathing, toileting, eating, and mobility may pose special challenges. A job in home health care affords you the opportunity to do meaningful work every day by helping clients manage their activities of daily living in the comfort of homes. The ability to deliver complex care at home. Infants, children, and adults with wounds, injuries, or chronic conditions, and individuals who depend on high-technology medical equipment for nutrition and respiration, all depend on home health care professionals for daily support. Aides make it possible for their clients to avoid institutionalization in a hospital or facility and relieve the burden of care for their clients' families. Being able to help clients remain comfortable at home. When competent, reliable family caregiving is unavailable, families must often face the unhappy prospect of institutionalizing loved ones who require support or complex medical care, or who are no longer able to care safely for themselves. Home health care providers change lives by helping their clients to remain safe and comfortable in their own homes and communities. Ongoing growth and professional development. A career in home health offers opportunities for professional growth in a rewarding field. Caregivers will continue to benefit from a supportive environment that nurtures career development with many options for training and access to leading-edge technologies, as well as supervision and defined paths for advancement. The ability to specialize your skills. Home health care can enable you to focus your skills in a specialized practice, allowing you to work in pediatrics or adult care so that you can build a career working within a specialty you most enjoy. Whether you're inspired by the idea of helping new patients bring their infant with complex medical needs home from the hospital or reduce hospital visits for adults with special needs, home care can put you on the right path to success. High demand for home health care jobs. America is bracing for an aging population. Persons 65 years or older are increasing by leaps and bounds. As the baby boomers age, the need for qualified healthcare professionals will continue to grow, ensuring a strong demand for nursing and home health jobs. A personally rewarding career. Most nurses and aides working in the home health care report a deep sense of fulfillment and job satisfaction. While other jobs may suffer some comparable benefits, not many offer home health's potential combination of flexible schedules, career growth, and most importantly, the opportunity to do meaningful work that changes lives, families, and communities. Home health aides are not nurses. It is important to know the difference between a personal care assistant, PCA, home health aide, HHA, and certified nursing assistant, CNA. First, it is crucial to recognize that a CNA, PCA, or HHA is not the same thing as a nurse. They do not have the same level of education and do not carry the same license as a registered nurse or licensed practical nurse. PCAs, HHAs, and CNAs all can work with seniors and disabled adults. They can provide personal care and companionship, including bathing, shopping, homemaking, running errands, and performing light housekeeping tasks. In general, CNAs require more certification. Registration in a nursing database is required in most states, and they can perform more medical-related tasks than a home health aide. There are also more diverse job opportunities, as they can work in hospitals and assisted living facilities. Home health aides are not nurses, and therefore they cannot provide any type of professional nursing care, nor offer any medical advice to the patient or to the family and friends of the patient. Aides follow a plan of care developed by a registered nurse who supervises the care provided by the home health aide. This means that an RN will likely be making joint visits with the home health aide from time to time in order to observe the care provided by the aide. What separates home health aides and other healthcare professionals is their level of training. This has a direct effect on the activities that they're permitted to engage in. A certified nursing assistant, CNA, is the next level above the home health aide. Their training requirements are longer and must be completed at a state-approved training program. They are then required to pass a certification exam. The other major difference is that CNAs typically work in assisted living facilities. Nurses are next up the hierarchy. There are two types of nurses: licensed practical nurse, LPN, and registered nurse, RN. An LPN requires significantly more training than a CNA, but is still limited in the tasks they can perform. They must have an RN available who can help with supervision if necessary. There are certain tasks that they can only perform under that supervision, and some tasks that they cannot perform at all, which an RN must do. An RN has more opportunities because they do not need to be supervised. Their education requirements are higher than an LPN, but they get paid higher than any of the other care providers already discussed. What makes a successful home health aide? Here are some top qualities of a successful home health aide. Where do you fit in? As a home health aide, you will need to perform a variety of duties for each of your clients in their home. These duties and tasks you will learn by getting proper training and earning your certificate from a reputable school or agency. However, in order to be successful, you must also have or develop certain personal qualities or traits to provide quality care for your patients. Do you think you have what it takes to be a successful home health aide? You need to be a good communicator. There are many ways to communicate with others, but mostly we communicate by talking, writing, and listening. Being able to communicate well is a great advantage in almost any career, especially in the medical field. People who are good at communicating are also good listeners. Listening shows your clients that you truly are concerned for their well-being. When speaking, focus on being clear with your statements and use your best vocabulary so that your clients can understand what you're saying to them. Just remember that good communication skills take a lot of time and practice to acquire. If you find you need help to be a good communicator, it is well worth it to find a course to teach you the skills. You need to be patient. Having patience means that you have the capacity to remain calm and have self-control in trying situations without complaining. As you will be helping others who have a physical and/or mental condition, maintaining patience with them is quite important. Most likely, you will be working according to a set schedule. Since the patient may have limited mobility to move about, it will take a longer amount of time to help them complete any tasks you are assisting them with. It is best for you not to rush the client to complete any task or complain that you're running over schedule. Try to keep your patients at all times in order not to upset them. You need to be honest and trustworthy. Put yourself in the shoes of someone who's the daughter or son of someone who requires the assistance of a home health aide. Wouldn't you want to have comfort in knowing that the aide is an honest person with high integrity and is truthful? Given that you will be in the private homes of your clients, you must be a trustworthy person who will always treat them and their property with respect, so they feel comfort and secure when you're present. Dependable. Being dependable means that you are trusted to complete your job as agreed. This means you will arrive on time to visit your clients and complete the tasks as assigned. Your clients depend on your services so that they can carry on their day. They rely on you being there at a specific time to complete specific tasks. It is important that you show them that you're a responsible person. If you are ever running late, make sure to let them know ahead of time. You need to be perceptive. If you're someone who is perceptive, you're good at being able to understand things or situations relatively easily. As someone who is probably assisting clients on a routine basis, you should soon develop a sense of how the client is doing overall when you see them. If you are perceptive, you should notice any changes in them, especially should they need help more than what you can provide them as an HHA. You may notice that they're not talking as much as they used to. Perhaps they've unexpectedly lost weight. These are signals that you should take note of and report them to your supervisor. Empathy. Either you have it or you don't. A person who is empathetic can share in the feelings of another person for an emotional or painful situation. As a home health aide, having empathy will help your patients feel that they are understood and not alone during times when they may not be feeling their best. Displays of empathy towards your patients are very important. You will be spending close personal time interacting with your patients, and some of those patients may only be spending close time with you. Validating their feelings is essential to them. By displaying empathy, you may help reduce recovery time if it's possible. In summary, these qualities are ones that are very important to those who you will care for. Above all else, the best thing to remember is to treat each of your clients with absolute respect. Think if this was a loved one of yours. You would always want someone caring for them to hold them in high regard by providing the best care service possible. Deciding where to work in your career as a home health aide. If you're a home health aide or planning to become one, you may be having a hard time deciding if you would like to operate privately or through an agency. An obvious benefit of working privately is that it allows you to remain in control and be your own boss. As a result, you may be able to charge more for your services, but there are some important caveats to be aware of. It will be very difficult for you to establish a reputation without the backing of a reputable agency. Many choose this career path because they enjoy the work and rewards of taking care of others. Then there are others who try to take advantage of the incredibly vulnerable people they service. Reassuring your clients' families that you can be trusted with their loved ones will be challenging. Operating through an agency gives you access to support when issues arise. It also facilitates the relationship between you and the client, so you do not have to do the groundwork. A good agency will do their best to match you with clients that you are most suited to work with. Your level of training, culture, language skills, and hobbies will be considered so that you are matched with ideal clients. Working for an assisted living facility has its own issues. Some aides will operate in such a facility, but only be responsible for one resident, as if they were going to that person's home. Others work for the facility directly and become responsible for many patients. This can easily include residents who have health concerns that you've not been trained to handle. Dementia care is very different than caring for someone who has arthritis. Many of these aides also find that they're overworked. This lowers the quality of care you can provide and thus your job satisfaction. Such an environment makes it difficult to develop a meaningful bond with your client, which is one of the most rewarding aspects of the role. Lastly, the pros and cons of becoming a home health aide. Let's not sugarcoat this. Being an aide can be like any other job in the world. There will be good aspects about it, and there will be bad ones. There may be parts of the job that you just don't enjoy at all, and other parts that you can't wait to do because you love them. It's a job. Yet many find it a way to make an impact on others' lives and create a sense of fulfillment. It can be a very satisfying job for the right person. Some of the pros include flexible hours, oftentimes visiting several patients throughout the day, personalized interactions with the patients, autonomy on the job, good pay and benefits. There may be live-in possibilities. Can work as a private employee of a single patient. As promised, here are several cons or drawbacks of being a home health aide. Time might be spent on the road. Few chances of promotion unless you get additional education. Little to no interactions with coworkers. There can be long shifts and heavy workloads. Physically and emotionally demanding work. As with most healthcare jobs, only you can weigh the pros and cons to decide if a home health career is right for you. For many people, it's a perfect fit for part-time work, For others, it's easier to work in a more regular and predictable 9 to 5 setting.